It is the greatest mystery of human existence, something every culture, every religion, and every philosophy has tried to understand. What happens to us when we breathe our last? Is it the end or a new beginning? Today, we explore how different belief systems, religious and non-religious, answer this timeless question. Number 1, Christianity. Christianity teaches that death is not the end, but the passage to eternity. Christians believe in the immortality of the soul and in the resurrection of the body. As St. Paul wrote to the Corinthians, "The trumpet will sound, and the dead will be raised imperishable, and we shall be changed. For the faithful, eternal life with God awaits in heaven. For those who reject God, eternal separation in hell." This promise of resurrection gives Christians hope, not only of reuniting with loved ones, but of ultimate victory over death itself. Number 2, Islam. In Islam, life after death is not only a belief, but a central foundation of faith. Muslims believe that when a person dies, the soul does not end, it transitions. The grave is the beginning of Barzakh, an unseen realm where the soul awaits the day of judgment. On that day, every soul will be resurrected. Good deeds and faith lead to paradise, a place of eternal peace and reward. But those who deny truth and commit evil face punishment in hell. The Quran describes the afterlife as everlasting, and this belief shapes the way Muslims live, reminding them that this life is only a test for what lies beyond. Number 3, Hinduism. Hindus hold a very different vision of life after death. According to the Bhagavad Gita, the soul is eternal. It does not die with the body. Instead, it is reborn in a new form. As a man discards worn-out clothes and takes on new ones, so does the soul leave an old body and enter a new. This cycle of birth, death, and rebirth is called samsara. The soul's next life depends on karma, the sum of one's actions. Liberation, known as moksha, comes when the soul finally escapes this cycle and unites with the divine. Number 4, ancient Egyptian belief. In ancient Egyptian belief, the idea of life after death was deeply profound. They believed that a person's soul, divided into the Ka and the Ba, continued to exist even after physical death. But the soul had to embark on a long and perilous journey where it would face judgment. The heart of the deceased was placed on a scale, weighed against the feather of Ma, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart was lighter than the feather, the soul was granted entry into eternal life. But if it was heavier, burdened with sins, it would be devoured by a terrifying creature known as Amit, the devourer of the dead. Number 5, atheism and secular view. Atheists, however, see death through a scientific lens. For them, consciousness is a product of the brain. When the heart stops and brain activity ceases, so does the self. As biologist Richard Dawkins explains, the idea of surviving our own death is wishful thinking that goes against everything we know about the nervous system. We are apes, African apes, and nothing more. For atheists, death is final, yet many find comfort in the idea that life's meaning is created here and now, not in another world. Number 6, Buddhism. Buddhism shares similarities with Hinduism, teaching that death is followed by rebirth. But the focus is not on the soul itself, rather, on the continuation of consciousness shaped by karma. This endless cycle of birth and death is called samsara. Enlightenment or nirvana is the ultimate release, freedom from suffering and rebirth. For Buddhists, life after death is not about eternal reward or punishment, but about breaking free from desire and reaching peace. Number 7, Judaism. Judaism holds diverse views on the afterlife. Some Jewish traditions emphasize Sheol, a shadowy place of the dead. Others believe in resurrection at the end of time, much like Christianity and Islam. Many Jews focus more on living righteously in this world than speculating about the next. As one rabbinic teaching says, this world is like a corridor to the world to come. Prepare yourself in the corridor, so you may enter the palace. Across religions and philosophies, one truth stands clear. Humanity refuses to accept that death is meaningless. For some, it is judgment. For others, rebirth. For some, a final end. And for others, a great unknown. What unites us is the quest for meaning, because whether in heaven, in nirvana, or in the silence of nothingness, our beliefs about death shape the way we live our lives today. So the question remains, what do you believe happens after death? Please comment below.